Oh, thank God someone is still down there. I've been trying to get a hold of someone for hours. Ah, thank you. I forgot the Day Zero materials. You know, the visual literature, the warm bath of ideas? I left it at the dig site. It should be sitting on a barrel with a fruit sticker on it. Oh, wait! Hold on. I forgot to do the secret password. I don't even know who you are. Is it too late now, you think? Okay. What day is the day after tomorrow? Phew, okay. I did figure you'd be... Sorry, I didn't recognize your voice. Hard to keep track of all the new recruits. What else was I going to say? There was vandalism on a few of the posters. Bad stuff. I put them in the trash. Keep an eye out for more. Anyways, thanks for answering. The Day Zero material is in the dig site, pretty sure. It should be sitting on a barrel that has a fruit sticker on it. You know, I guess I was going to say you could bring it to me, but the flood will destroy it anyway. So actually, I was worried for nothing. Everything is lost in a flood. God, we really know what we're doing. I'm excited for this all to be over. I'm excited for this all to begin. Bye-bye now.
These snacks are so identical, as if they were mass-produced. The snacks of my life have been homespun, idiocentric even. The process of taking people out of the valley was also a kind of ritual, a way of bridging one life to another. They know the world they're leaving. The next one hasn't been created yet.
Stay where you can hear me, okay?
Thank God they have electricity down here.
Did you hear from your friend in the Watery Republic? Which one is it?
The towpaths. We can get a ride with them on the coast.
Great. And we're really just gonna leave the car behind.
That's a junker anyway.
Beautiful.
I told you 786 would be our year. I sang you that whole song about it.
They sound so free and happy, just roaming around the world. I've never drank cow's milk, let alone some kind of frozen version. Is that your name on your collar? Let's see, you are Madrigal. And you are Mata. And your name is Tupet. I wonder who named you that. You are a cow and you are named Krasnahorkai. A beautiful cow named Gorp. The name of this cow is TVC-15. Oh my. And the seventh cow's name was Balto. The artist has depicted the Greyhands as a child. They don't have faith in their capabilities, but see them as innocent? The cow is called Frenzy. Another cow, another perfect name. Nellie. Cows from all over the world came here to compete in cow stuff? The golden season seems like such a different world.
Wow, we got a big show today.
Huge show.
Breaking news. The Greyhands have died.
We're being reborn, baby.
And we're taking suggestions for our new name.
Live on the air suggestions from the rank and file.
You don't even need to be a Greyhand to suggest a name.
True, true.
The number to call is 0019. That is 0019. First caller, hit us with a name.
Hi, yeah. I was thinking the bricklayers.
Okay. Bricklayers.
Laying some bricks. Well, yeah, thanks for the suggestion.
We'll be taking them all afternoon, so keep them coming.
That number again is 0019. You're listening to Greyhand Radio. We are broadcasting live from Greyhand HQ.
And we're gonna take a little break.
If the Greyhands are changing their name, you'd know them as something else. These people had to leave so much behind. The sound of this bell has a lot of character.
You're on the air. What's your name idea, please?
Hit us with your name idea, please.
I gotta admit, this one scares me a little.
I was going to say it's a little long.
It is also a little long. I don't know. I'm a little afraid now.
Thanks for the suggestion. You okay, buddy?
You're on the air. What's your name idea, please?
Hit us with your name idea, please.
Oh, not bad.
Blissful future. Feels comfortable.
Sounds like there's no worries with that one.
I think that's the direction we should go.
Yeah, that's the bar now.
Thanks for the inspiration.
Looks like there's no one around anymore to enforce this. I wish Pate could call this hotline to talk about his heavy dream. Compared to my village, they lived in the open here. They lived on the land itself. I hope in the future, at least some people are still living like that.
Oh, no, no, no! You said we had until midnight. I'm not ready to leave. Look at all this. Wait a minute. A cute outfit, a bicycle. You're not a greyhound. What a relief. I'm sorry. I just assumed because who else would be... What are you doing here? Today? You're trying to do that today? Wow, and I thought I was busy. Welcome to Tieng Valley. You should have been here a week ago when the evacuation started. Almost everyone is gone now. My son and I are still here. There's a few old people left too. You might come across them. Hopefully everyone will leave the valley tonight. We're going to live in the city, in a little apartment. Look! See how they put the dimensions on the back? I recreated our future apartment here, on the lawn. This is the space we have to work with, to live in. I'm trying to really imagine what it'll be like. We're going from a big farm to one room. And we need to be packed by tonight. I already packed for myself and my son, but my husband Yuri is a little harder to pack for because he passed away recently. And I can't bring all his things. It's not realistic. His stuff is still... it's all here. It's okay. What'd you say you wanted to see? The true state of all things? It must be in here somewhere. We can do this. Just need to decide. These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy. This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about his faith. I haven't read it much. Maybe there's a part of him in these pages, a part I never understood, that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we moved here. He was so excited. But this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used. Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot, even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it never happened. Seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me? You're right. I'm sure the Radiant City has a library anyway. I know they're heavy, but would you want to take one with you? Yeah, maybe you'll make it to the Azan Islands someday. I've packed my essential clothes. I don't know what to do with these. This was Yuri's best suit. Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though. My island dress. I made this for our trip to the islands, the trip we never took. It was based on a photo of a seaside Azan dance. The hours I spent on this. These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're itchy. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school. He grew up. Oh, God, this hurts a little. Okay. Yes, they seem so precious. I don't know. I should keep these. All right, this is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning. How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning. When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing. Our old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word. Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora. He painted all 3 of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right? He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know? He was really lovely, just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me. We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it? He said it was my essence. I don't know. Do you think it looks like me? He painted this for Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the 2 of them. I don't get it. They were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again. Which painting should I take with me? Yes, you're right. Kochi will be glad we kept this one. Let's see how this is going so far. Yuri's clothes, from him when he was a kid. We'll keep this inside joke between my boys. I think we're almost there. Let's just look a little more. My husband built these tools to study the valley. They were his life's work, and they took his life away, too. So what do I do with them? You can't buy tools like these. He made them. My husband didn't insult God, but maybe he stepped on his toe, and his life went out of him. There's the skin of our body that keeps us together, but there's also the skin of our minds. The skin of your mind can pop like a bubble. And everything that makes you yourself will come pouring out. And the earth will devour it eagerly, the way wind fills a vacuum. They might be incredibly valuable to a scientist on the other side of the world. I don't know. I also hate them. I get you're a curious soul, but I forbid you from using them. I don't care, but he did. He gave his life trying to understand this world. I can't keep these tools, and I can't throw them away. There's even more of them, bigger ones, out at his work shed. Okay, I'm going to turn away now. I want you to take them or throw them away. I don't want to know. I went through all our old photos, trying to see what I might be forgetting. I love that view. Have you been up there? by the entrance to the shrine. You really should go see it when it opens. It's just across the river and up the hill. The doors to the shrine open when the sun goes down. The monk is still in there. I hope he'll evacuate. That's Matiora. She lives east of here, out in the woods by the river. She said she'll evacuate, but she's still here. It makes me nervous, but I can't complain. We're still here too. I wasn't interested in having a child at first. There are just so few these days. The thing all three of us had in common as a family was that we were pretty silly. We used to be, when we were all together. The past is such a heavy dream, and I never remember my dreams. But when I wake up, there's a cloud of feelings the dream left behind. Then the day begins, I move around, and that trace disappears. I wonder if our memories of the valley will drift away like that. Enough of these old photos. We still have work to do. All right, this is it. Oh. I killed him. The demon of shame and mourning. What was I thinking bringing it along? What an awful tradition. Kochi, do you still want to take a final tour of the valley? Let's get those wheels back where they belong. I know what I'll carry with me. It's something I couldn't leave behind if I tried. It couldn't be crushed like the demon. It's too many layers deep. I'll carry the part of me that's gone, that's missing. But there's so much life left that flowers grow along its edges. Something like that. I'm glad you came to Tieng Valley today. Thank you for being there for me. I didn't realize how much I needed a stranger's ear. Now, there's no rush, but as you try to wrap your mind around this place, feel free to come ask me questions. I'll be right here until night comes.
Fabric negotiates with wind and gravity. The end result is flight. When I cobble together my own religion, this will be a god.
I love sounds and music. If you have anything you recorded to play me.
I hope I get to taste some saba fruit. If it merits a sticker, must be pretty good. I had an uncle who collected tools that were so old nobody knows what they were used for. Rhubarb is one of my favorite words. Rhubarb. 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 The earth gave and gave. It did not let up. Not even at the last minute. We collect the fruit of the land we know is dying. Who could forgive us?
Do you want to go on a sightseeing tour? Bikes all day. The next tour leaves in, now basically. Saying goodbye is like when you empty your pockets before going to bed. You get to see what you picked up. The things I picked up need somewhere to sleep. Follow me. This is my tree. Since we can't bring it to the city, I don't care what we bring. I love the tree, and Dad cured it. That's what he did. All this purple stuff in the valley that makes you feel funny. See? This used to be purple and dangerous. Dad made the dangerous part go away. He wanted to make it so all the purple rocks were safe and green. I know there are plants underwater. Can a tree become an underwater tree? This one can't die. It's been through too much. Let's go.
A mineral that can affect the mind. To what extent? The bird stole a small trinket. I left the bird its prize, but maybe I can learn more about the locket. The tree looks healthy. The ritual must have worked.
Let's go.
Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad, but we're always walking on ruins. The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
He's not for sale. Not because he's special to me, but because he is trash. A crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it, but my eyes, I can only see here. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life. What do you think of it? Wrong. What was the point of these creatures? The horned dogs of war? I look at them and I feel nothing. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail so completely? Let's see another. It is ugly, but it is also uninteresting. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece of art. That's all. Best of luck to you. I tried my whole life and all I did was create piles of trash. Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together, like a real art exhibit. One day, you could add my name to it. Mitziora. They might as well know who to blame. The museum vault. Every artist dreams of their work hanging on its walls. Oh my God. You'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it. That is undeniably true. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork might end up there. Oh, that would redeem everything. Every wasted hour. When a dream crawls back out of your throat, it hurts. But I can do better than those little statues. I can, if you help me. This art will memorialize Tieng Valley, and we'll finish it together. Tieng Valley has many faces, many themes, characters, eras, stages of its existence. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick one of those faces. A face to show Tieng Valley to the unborn children of the next season. You do that while I make some tea.
This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes. I'm looking at a gun. Before coming to the valley, I'd never seen a weapon before. Is the war the origin of this haunted feeling? What a cheap-looking contraption. I'm not sure what to think about this. I'm not sure what to think about this. Within the piles of junk, I found a metal cutout of a symbol. These patterns, what powers have they had and lost?
The sleep symbol. This is the pattern, the vibration the prayer makes. When the prayer is said, you can feel it in the air. But you can see it in the water. If you ever see this pattern in motion, prepare to sleep. There are two others. Remember and forget. But this one is my favorite. This is the pattern that ended the war. Sonia, the monk, used this prayer to end the war. A prayer to end a season. God of sleep listened. Power was greater and deeper than anyone knew. That was how the last season ended. Do you want this to be our theme?
Stone and soil, water and wood, a collection of samples of the ecosystem of the valley. Is the ecology of the valley the root cause of everything that happened here?
You've brought me pieces of the valley itself, the natural world. What we took from it, what we were given. What if our destiny is not in our hearts, but in the soil of the earth? Do you want this to be our theme? Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. What magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return. This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing. Chubaleni husanota, chubaleni husane, chubaleni husanota, krimosanahi. Pleminu sa canora. That was it. That was Tieng Valley. I thought we would capture Tieng Valley in a piece of art, but we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum, but you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, these old eyes. But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left, and then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
There is no end and no beginning. A home isolated from the rest of the valley. I've had my first experience of loneliness on this trip. I can't imagine a lifetime's worth. Night has fallen. The doors to the shrine must be open now.
I'm saying goodbye to everything, and you're saying hello. Mom says the valley is going to sleep. She asked me what I wanted to do before we leave. I said I wanted to touch the blue part of the water. And she laughed. She laughed because I have so many ideas. And I need her to tell me which ones to remember tomorrow.
My mom told me a story about a special gateway. Passing through it took years off your life, trading time for distance. I suppose I'm doing the same, just very slowly, very gradually. Those slips are prayers to this god for sleep? People prayed here. Who did they pray to? Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind. Bugs don't know anything. They don't even know they're bugs. This structure doesn't have a use like the ones in my village. I think it's supposed to make you feel something, or to have a place to think. This must be for writing something, but what? A symbol and a name. The Din. These stones must represent the three gods of the valley. Their names seem important. Din, Din, Din. Like an echo from the past. The stone is to worship the tide. The tide, something calm that comes and goes. I knew once I went into the shrine my time to explore the valley was over. This god must be important to be the only one here.
Who are you? What are you doing here? You've been traveling for a little while, then. Feeling like a ghost. I feel that way in my own life, my own home. What's that? Around your neck? That's a pendant. You're wearing a pendant. My God, I've read about those. A pendant, a burner, 5 memories, 1 for each sense. Who did you make the pendant with? And who lost the memories, you or her? I see. And what was something you burned? You burned dried flowers and a memory. Interesting ritual. Similar to what we do here, but different. Yeah, why do I? Your mind will make it into the next season intact. You're protected by 5 senses, 5 lost memories. What about everyone else? You ever think about that? Why would you? Well, I don't need one. I'll be right here until the flood takes me. The first days of a new season are just so damn hopeful. Feeling that kind of hope again would kill me. I'd rather drown. Of course, of course. Few things are as painful. I told you I read about them. Look at you, protected. The rest of the world is not so lucky. Me, the people you've met on your way here, nobody else is protected. You think everyone makes it into a new season intact? Tell that to the boys face down in the parking lot. You know things are about to change. I can tell. A collective pendant to protect a group instead of one person. You're welcome to try. My memories are all over the shrine. You can have them, destroy them, whatever you want. Asking an old monk to invent a new ritual. Let me die in peace. Boy, before we knew what was romantic and what wasn't. Stealing those fruits, pretending to love the taste, pretending to love the taste and pretending not to love each other. Both of us pretending, smiling and laughing until it became true. Oh, it's so good. He was a tourist, that boy. Left me heartbroken like so many others. Do I love the taste of the fruit now? I don't know. Do I love being alive? What choice do I have?
An old monk surrounded by his memories. Is this a shrine to a god? Or is it a shrine to his past?
That swell old prayer leaves. The woman who took care of me taught me to pray with this incense burning. I wanted to learn, but when we kneeled down together, her being so close to me, and the smell, I couldn't focus. She'd get angry, but I just got more lost. I asked her, which direction is God facing? She said, every direction. I said, so can I pray to change the past? And she said, of course. I was so happy in that moment to have been found by her. I could have been found by anybody, or by nobody. I remember seeing lights like these in the forest one night. It was Manches, the famous singer. The only time I ever got to see him sing, but my eyes were on the crowd. Seeing their faces in electric light, the joy of it. I grew up in a time when we thought our lives could be connected by electricity. How could we hate each other when we all love the same person? The brief, beautiful delusion that the world was knitting itself together. He dies, the war starts, a season ends. Did I tell you already? Hope is the most painful thing in the world. That's 5. 5 memories, 5 senses.
We build our lives out of what we leave behind as much as from what we carry with us.
My name is Easel. I was the last monk of Tieng Valley. I never finished my exams to be a monk, but I'm the only one left. I took becoming a monk for granted because I grew up around them. You said you're a witness. I've been wondering who I am, too. Our entire life is an answer to that question. I was orphaned by the war. The monks found me on the coast, wandering alone, shell-shocked. Sonia, the head monk, took care of me. I saw things I shouldn't have. She helped me erase those memories. If I had any memories of my family, I lost them too. But at least I didn't wake up screaming anymore. I was so afraid of accidentally calling her Mom. She was the head monk. Even before she ended the war, Sonia was an imposing figure. I slept, I forgot, and I grew. The soldiers came to the valley. Sonia hated the war for taking my family like it took so many others. The most powerful prayers are always made out of desperation. She figured out how to amplify our sleep prayer, a prayer that could end a season. No one had ever done anything like that. She sent me to the coast to turn on the light posts, to signal that the season would end soon. I used to go to the light posts alone, just to dream about another season. To dream about being born in another season, to die in another season, to imagine a life where I wasn't afraid to have hope. I'd like you to have one of these photos, to carry it with you to wherever you're going. These lights out on the coast, it's a solemn task to turn them on. And it's not too late. They've shut off the power. Won't be long now. Imagine the waves rolling in here. The water is so deep that light won't reach us. I should pray one last time. We should both pray. Right now. Your pendant, the sacrifice your mother made to keep you safe. It might be possible to pass on this blessing, to divide its power among the people you've met on your journey, to shepherd them into the next season. For a truly strong player, we would need to use up the power of your pendant. I'm not sure it would work. It's never been done before. But I know it would weaken your pendant. In that case, nobody would be protected. Before you light the candle, I want you to think hard about if you want to do this. Do you want to pass on this blessing and leave yourself vulnerable? Or will you continue your role as a vessel of memory? I feel the choice, don't speak it aloud, no need. It puts my mind at ease knowing you will be safe. You'll witness much more across seasons. We will leave it to the gods. We sink these words into the fragile earth to accompany lost souls. Listen to the record of our lives spinning and the old woman tapping her foot to the music. Taste the fruit we stole from the orchard and pretend to love the taste until you truly do. Feel the fabric of a lost doll. Smell the incense of an old evening sun, the caretaker prayer, the scent of the woods and the wedding tree. Turn your eyes to the colored lights. The faces in the crowd are the faces of your children. We offer this prayer on behalf of our companions. Let them find themselves with senses warm and ready for the life of the season to come. You have the sounds of the moment. The moment is already past. We've done all we can. I need to take you out of this place. It can't end here. Let's go.
I never saw him that way. firsthand.
The true end of the Tieng Valley was not the flood coming. It was when these people would go their separate ways. At the last possible moment, I saw them as a community. No matter what happens, I will carry the memory of these people into the next season. The Grey Hand arrived. He had what he called passports for everyone. He said they were supposed to have a photo, but that his camera was broken and he wanted to use mine. I saw in these little papers the beginning of a new world. He asked me if I could help him. I had only one moment to decide. I said, yes. The Grey Hand thanked me. He gave me a pin and told me their new name would be Floral Path. The monk said he felt like driving all night.
Listen closely. The road behind you leads to the coast. There's an old warning system on the beach. An emergency light that can be seen from the other side of the ocean. You can warn the rest of the world about the change of season. All you have to do is turn it on. It was built to survive anything. I'm sure it still works. Do you understand? I've been thinking about that all night. I have this idea to turn my van into a shrine. For every sermon I preach, I'll listen to 10. And you will remember everything. You will survive everything. Rest transparent in the spirit that gives you rise. Farewell.
The warning lights look bigger than an easel's photo.
I knew my brain was doing something special. I thought I'd wake up with an idea for a new shape or color. Everybody would love my new shape or color. But instead, my brain gave me a dream which made people afraid, which is making you leave. We don't think we have power, so we don't do anything. But you found something to do. I think that's nice. The elder said it means the season is ending soon. I want to tell you the dream now. Let's shut our eyes and lay on the roof. We are already on the roof. That's good. I'll speak the dream out loud and you imagine it. You can close your eyes now. I'll tell you when to open them. I am in the forest. The sun is bright. My stomach rumbles. I'm hungry. I look for something to eat. There are fruit trees lining the path. I look for one to pick, to eat. I climb up one of the trees and reach out to grab a shining red apple. I blink, and suddenly the apple is rotten. It looks like it's full of spiders. I blink again, and now the apple is just a baby apple. Not ripe or rotten. I lose my balance and fall onto the ground. The apple changes colors. Some are eaten. Some disappear. I hear a voice. Someone is there with me. I try to recognize who they are, but their face keeps changing. They're kind of everyone. I tell them I'm hungry. I want what the earth is trying to give me. They say, these aren't apples. They're memories of every apple I've ever seen. There's something wrong with my eyes, and there's something wrong with the soil. They say I need to look into the sun to clear out my vision. They say we're going to look together, and that when we do, they'll melt away. They want to. Then behind them I see you, watching from the shadows. You've been taking notes on everything. This makes me feel better. I turn my head and I let the light in. I lose track of everything. When I get my senses back, I find myself holding a round, red fruit in my hand. I don't know what it is, but I take a bite, and it's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Then I woke up. You can open your eyes now. You probably have questions. I was seeing old apples, new apples, everything. I couldn't see the right now part of everything. I had to forget a little. The face of the ghost person in the dream? They were everyone and no one. It reminded me of someone I used to look for. My birth was not easy. I was bigger than most babies. After I was born, the elder advised them not to have any more children. But years later, my parents tried. They told me I'd have a sibling. But we lost them a few weeks later. I felt like it was my fault. I should have been born last, if ever. I needed to see this missing person somewhere. So I searched faces for a face I'd never seen. I thought I had to carry them forever. But in the dream, they wanted to become part of everything. I had to let them go, which felt like a piece of me was dying. It hurts a lot, but it's a nice thing to do if you can. To let part of you become part of everything. Oh, I feel a bit winded now. I feel like everything is happening the way it should, but I still wish none of it would happen at all. I wish my dream didn't mean anything. I wish we had wasted more time together. I'll count the hours until then. We'll go down this roof together, and you'll keep going down and down, down into the heart of the world. Thank you for listening to my dream.
The elder told me she grew up on a watery republic. The ship was commandeered during the war. ship is massive. I guess that's why they were described as floating nations. The sound is so forlorn. On the beach, I move through the wreckage of an old season, and a way to warn the world about the arrival of the next. The cycle will continue. I hope I played my role well.
Hello. I love you. Ice cream. No problems. What this do? Hmm? You turn them on? Aha! I think wrong. It's not for sport. My village. I draw the life. You see? You? Safe village. So. Ah, tree. Beautiful tree. I have tree. It's weird, no? I have weird. Public lizard. For everyone. Oh. Haha. I say I live home. My mother no cry goodbye. Your mother? Ah, sad mom. Morning I leave. I go far, far. Alone, long time. I you leave home. Ah, good. Amestak aikel abe amamola. As onoste Camila ek ohak. Nestelefo ak I mestast. O altam ek en ek abme. Olmop akal ero. I otakasta ak eli ek ohak. Ai ebernach el olahan onalol ek en ek etelena. Look at crab now. I see. I like it. I draw. What you like? Aha! Sound. To play sound. You play sound.
My village doesn't have many insects because of the altitude. This world is so alive.
Good. Here? 3 days together. Friend now. Sad that I go. Now, here together, we are saying